is still alive for you.
Who will survive?
Knockout victory!
An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen. Unbelievable!
This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
Welcome, fight fans, one last time to Orlando, Florida, Universal Studios PFL Challenger Series on Fubo Sports. It is our second chance week to wrap up our Challenger Series season. If you don't know how the Challenger Series works, let me explain. Every night we have 4 fights and only 1 contract to give away. That means 4 fight winners are eligible for a contract, but the PFL narrows the winners down to 2 finalists. Our celebrity panel weighs in. You, the fans at home, have an opportunity to help us decide who gets a contract, and the winner of that contract will appear in our 2023 PFL season. I'm Sean O'Connell. That is Kenny Florian. Kenny, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't have any green on, though.
No green.
Sorry.
I will be pinching Kenny Florian throughout the night. Kenny, it is the last chance for some of these fighters to earn a contract. It's the last chance for me and you to look like we're pros at this.
That's right. Huge opportunity for these guys. Again, we have like a potpourri of PFL divisions tonight, and I can't wait.
Let's take a look at the card. It's going to be a good one. Sadek Sinan and Ali Omar squaring off at welterweight to start the action. And then Denzel Freeman and Raiden Kovacs are both big-time heavyweights. These guys are both 260-plus, looking to earn a spot in the PFL heavyweight roster. Jackie Cataline is back again, looking to make the 4th time the charm. She takes on a 20-year-old phenom in Evelyn Martins, and will finish at lightweight when Kenley St. Louis welcomes back Paulo Laya. Here are the odds on these fights. Kenley St. Louis is a favorite. Evelyn Martins is a big-time favorite out of the blue corner. And you can see Denzel Freeman with a big number next to his name. We'll manage that in just a second. Sadek Sinan is also a favorite right now over Ali Omar. All right, I explained for you that our celebrity panel and the fans help us vote on who deserves a contract. We bring back Randy Couture. Of course, Randy, at some point, will be standing next to us doing this job, but right now he's a celebrity judge. And Kayla Harrison, the queen herself, has joined us. Very excited to talk to her in just a second. Randy, we've seen first chances, second chances. I mentioned for Jackie Cataline, it is her 4th chance to earn a PFL Challenger Series contract. What are you expecting tonight?
Wow, Kenny, potpourri, really? That's creative language. I love that. Great job. I can smell that from here. Excited to see what Cataline comes up with tonight. Very excited about Denzel Freeman as well. Huge heavyweights, very athletic. That's going to be a great fight. A lot of amazing action tonight in the PFL Smart Cage.
Well, look, nobody knows what it's like to be part of the PFL season and to be a PFL champion more than Kayla Harrison. That's what this is all about, Kayla. They're trying to earn a contract, be part of the PFL roster, and chase a $1 million championship. What do you need to see tonight to vote for someone to start that journey?
Yeah, I think tonight for me, I'm looking for technicality. I'm looking for dominance. I think that a lot of fights, a lot of fans love a bloodbath, but if you go out there and you just are cold, calculated, and a killer, that's what I'm looking for. So the most technical, boring fight I can find, that's who I want.
Kayla Harrison is in the building, and Randy Couture is in the building. And when you have legends like that in the building, you send them backstage to offer the fighters some words of encouragement. We did that a little bit earlier, and we actually sent the camera back there too, Kenny. Take a look.
Tonight's the night, you guys. Listen, you've trained hard, you've prepared properly. Go out and show the world what you're made of. Your whole life can change in one night, in one moment, in the blink of an eye. So go out there and kill for the love of killing. Good luck.
I want you guys just to relax. Yes, a lot on the line, a lot of pressure. You guys have trained hard, but go out there and do exactly what you're trained to do. This is supposed to be fun. Otherwise, why the hell would we do it? So go out and have some fun. I want to see you smile. Go out there and do exactly what you train to do. That's what this is all about. That's what we're looking for. Good luck to all of you. Thanks.
Oh, I'm going to start throwing punches right now. Kill for the love of killing, Kayla. That is so good.
Hold on a minute. Those are mixed messages. Randy said have fun and relax, and Kayla says kill for the love of killing. You're supposed to have fun while you're killing?
Exactly. It's two different approaches, Sean.
All right.
Hey.
All right, we showed you the odds a little bit earlier. We have a betting expert who helps us manage some of those big numbers. His name is Ian Parker. He's the best handicapper in the mixed martial arts business. The Duck Army keeps on quacking. Ian Parker, how are we betting this card tonight?
Well, Shaw, we're going to have fun, killing, or relaxed potpourri of bets. I tried to get everyone's phrases in one shot here. We're going to start off with a parlay. Sadek Sanan. I like his well-roundedness, the wrestling, his takedown defense, and I think the athleticism gets him by. And pay attention to the odds as it drops on the betting big board. Next, the Marine, Denzel Freeman. I just think he's going to be too much for his opponent at minus 600. Let's get him in there, and now we're dropping to minus 165. Last but not least, I'm going with the underdog here in Paulo Laya. I liked how well he did against Souza a couple weeks ago. The jiu-jitsu defense, I think the range, the striking could play a factor. So I'm going to enter that in at plus 331. Now, I'm going to stick on that fight for one more second. I want to go to the rounds here. I also like over 1.5. We saw Kelly St. Louis get that sub at the end of there, and the submission defense durability of Laya. I like that. Last but not least, let's go to Jackie Cataline versus Evelyn Martinez. At plus 325, there is no way she should be this big of a dog. Granted, Evelyn Martinez is a beast. Unless Cataline is not allowed to wrestle, this odds are off. I'm going with Cataline plus 325. Let's go.
I love it. How about that? A spicy little underdog play for us.
He's going for
on
it.
St. Patrick's Day. PFL Challenger Series action on Fubo Sports. Our first fight of the night is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. Sadek Sanan and Ali Omar squaring off at welterweight. That's Ali Omar, the silent assassin. He explained for us how he got the nickname.
So I got the nickname the Silent Assassin in high school when I was a freshman because I'm pretty quiet. I didn't really speak very much, and I still kind of like that. I got the nickname because, you know, I'm quiet, but I'm deadly.
And there's Sadek Sanan. He talked about why he loves the sport of mixed martial arts so much.
The fact that you can mix so many different styles of martial arts, and then the fact that it's a ever-evolving sport, so you can never really hit a limit, you're always evolving. And then it's probably the most challenging things you can do. And then I love challenging myself, so.
Time now for our Puncher's Chance fighter intros, and we go to Terrence Ward.
Thank you so very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is battle time in the Smart Cage right here in Orlando, Florida. This fight is in the welterweight division, and introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He specializes in striking and weighed in officially at 170.5 pounds. In 6 professional bouts, he has a record of 4 victories and 2 defeats, with 2 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Iowa City, Iowa, here is Ali, the Silent Assassin Omar. Introducing to you next, fighting out of the red corner. He specializes in striking and weighed in at officially 170.75 pounds. In 4 professional bouts, he has a record of 3 victories and 1 defeat, with 1 win by way of knockout. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, here is Sadek Sanan.
Fighters in the cage, let's take a look at our tail of the tape, brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. Sadek Sanan is 4 years older than Ali Omar. Sanan also 1 inch taller, weighed in 1 pound heavier. A 1 inch advantage on the arms favoring Sadek Sanan. Ali Omar has the longer legs. Referee for this first bout of the evening, Larry Folsom. Ali Omar in the gray trunks. Sadek Sanan in the black. Southpaw stance for Sanan. Body kick. Responds with a leg. Long jab here, pawing out from Ali Omar, and looks like he wants to use the kicks early, Kenny.
Yeah, that's right. Both these guys really getting at it. Ali Omar believes he can counter the aggressive southpaw Sanan. We'll see if he can make that happen. Ooh. Yeah, Sanan really just returning with beautiful kicks, trying to pressure and back up Ali Omar so far.
Same attack, same counter twice now. Oh, nice lead uppercut from Ali Omar.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Feinted right before that went upstairs.
Omar continuing to try and attack the body. Sadek Sanan came in behind a left hand. Now they're chest to chest.
Yeah, this is a good position here for Sanan. He's going to look for this body lock takedown here. Omar doing a good job keeping his hips back so far.
Just over a minute gone in this fight. Randy Couture, early impressions on these two.
Well, trading some nice striking, great combination selections now in the clinch, chest to chest. I don't know anything about that. They're doing a good job there too. Trading places on the fence. Let's see who imposes their will.
I see Ali Omar with an overhook here, Kayla Harrison. What's he going to do with it?
Well, if he's smart, he's going to throw a little whizzer kicker, or what we like to call a uchimata in judo. But seriously, he needs to start engaging his hips. He needs to start rocking the boat to get off that cage. Nice.
Ian Parker, what do you think of these two so far?
So far, pretty even fight. I do like the way that Sadek is throwing that kick off of the block of the body kick. And against the cage, seem to have good position here. I like what Kayla said. I think she was right. I think it was a missed opportunity. But those leg kicks, they should pay dividends over the 3 rounds.
Now they get the hands going a little bit. Back to a striking exchange. Sadek Sanan continuing to stalk. And there's a shovel uppercut again. Looks like Omar maybe saw some tape that he thought that was going to be something he could score with, Kenny.
Yeah, no question about it. Very analytical fighter, doing a good job of looking for those openings, especially when Sanan is looking to kind of shell. He's keeping that guard up nice and high, protecting against your typical straight 1-2s, but is susceptible to that uppercut, and Omar is all over it.
Let's take a listen inside the red corner of Sadek Sanan.
Check that. Check it. You're waiting too long, Sadek. Don't wait. Don't wait. Go get him there. Kick. Kick. Let the kick go. 2 minutes left, Sadek. Looking good. Gotta get going with your hands a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Don't
nice left hand there from Sadek Sanan.
Don't overthrow that left.
It's exactly what his corner wanted.
There, that 2-1 chart.
And there's that uppercut again from Omar. It's a dangerous punch to throw if you don't time it right, but he's scored with it so far, Kenny.
Yeah, that's right. You know, the tell again from Sanan is when he's getting that guard up really high, he's shelling up. But Omar really mixing up his strikes beautifully. There was a nice left hand from Sanan, though. I think Omar has just been a little bit more versatile with his strikes, really mixing it up very well.
That time he tried to go upstairs with the kick. Low calf kick. That left hand for Sadek Sanan starting to find its target. Approaching 1 minute left in this first round. Sanan negated the takedown attempt there and ends up on top. Randy, interesting strategic decision for Ali Omar going for the takedown there. He finds himself on his back.
Yeah, interesting. Nice twisting body lock by Sadek to get the top position here. Omar doing a great job at doing just that, countering that forward pressure of Sadek and making him pay. That lead uppercut is paying dividends.
Kayla, I think he was trying to steal the round there with a takedown, but right now Sadek Sanan negating all of his grappling attempts.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was a good call to try and steal the round, but it may have backfired on him there.
Chest to chest again against the barrier. 20 seconds left here in round number 1. Nice knee to the body as Omar was being backed up. He goes downstairs with a punch, comes up with a hook behind it.
Yeah, I think that knee really hurt Sinan for sure. Backed up, he's still trying to get back into the fight here. This is a nice kick, but you see his hands really dropping, Sean.
Final few seconds of round one, second frame when we return. Wow.
Beautiful.
Balanced, does the turn, and lands a little bit of ground and pound. Definitely some decent work by him. I gave him the round 10-9.
Welcome back to Orlando, Florida, and the PFL Challenger Series. Yulia says round two begins. Ali Omar in the gray trunks, Sadek Sinan in the black. Kenny, we're lucky enough to have a third member of our celebrity panel, the busiest man in show business, Wiz Khalifa. Wiz, welcome.
What's up? What's going on?
Well, we've been treated to some really interesting striking between these two in the first round and now in the early parts of the second. What do you like so far?
Oh, I love it. It's really, really going back and forth. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but it's a lot of action. Like this right here, it's going down.
Wiz will be part of the celebrity panel for the rest of the night. Nice shot attempt here from Ali Omar. Good sprawl as Sadek Sinan grabs onto that front headlock position.
Yeah, nice job by Omar to prevent Sinan from getting around to his back. But, you know, I think he's really hasn't been very successful with his offensive wrestling so far. Sinan has been able to take advantage and get on top. And what's interesting is Omar really is doing a great job on the feet, so I'm not sure why he's trying to initiate these takedowns.
Sinan trying to step across there, and there's that Uchimata attempt that Kayla was calling for.
Beautiful switch there by Omar.
But Sinan right back, chest to chest, and now pressing, trying to take the back. Randy, what do you like about these back and forth grappling?
Yeah, very nice. A couple nice switches there by Omar.
There's another.
Sadek responding, standing up, fighting hands, getting away, turning and facing him. A lot of great grappling going on here. And I agree with you, Kenny. I'm not sure why Omar's not staying out in the pocket and letting those hands and those feet go.
Kayla, grade the Uchimata attempt from earlier for me.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, C+, C+. He's young. He's young. Honestly, this is great, though. I agree with all of you. I think that he should practice some defensive wrestling. I know from experience that failed takedown attempts can become very disheartening. So his hands are doing great. He needs to just believe in his hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that one worked, though.
Changed levels, got to the back of Sadek Sinan here. Ian, remind me how you bet this fight.
Sure, I took Sadek Sinan in our parlay. You know, round one was really close. I don't know if the takedowns or the defensive takedowns by him is what's going to win it for him. Here it's a back and forth. I think Omar is trying to wrestle. I think those leg kicks might have tired him out a little bit. He's not having a lot behind his punches. So I think it's going to come down to this and the next round, who's really going to separate themselves. And you know what? If I'm Sadek, I'm putting Omar on his back.
Sadek Sinan pressing Ali Omar, but Ali turns off. Oh, beautiful
nasty
kick. A wheel kick. Foot to the face from Ali Omar. Sadek Sinan shrugs it off.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I think Omar needs to keep this one on the feet. He has been all over Sinan. Just beautiful variety of strikes, upstairs, downstairs. His body attacks have been on point. His spinning attacks have as well.
Switches stance there. Starts with a lead right hand.
Don't let him walk. Don't let him walk off. Hit off of that. Hit off that parry. 2-1. 125. 125. It's there.
Just under 90 seconds left in round number 2. Wiz Khalifa, this beautiful spinning kick, and now Sinan catches another kick attempt here from Ali Omar.
Oh. Right, yeah, he's controlling him, he's on top of him, he's doing his thing. The wrestling's looking good, the striking. He just gotta, stay in that pocket and, stay comfortable. And he's looking good for this round. The next round, hopefully they'll turn it up and we'll see what happens.
Final minute in the second round here. Sadek Sinan continues to move forward. Ali Omar counter-striking.
Yeah, Sinan, is trying to keep this pressure on Omar, which you like to see, but it seems like he is definitely getting tired. His hands are really starting to drop a lot more. Probably a lot of that has to do with not only the pacing of the fight, but those body shots from Omar earlier in this fight.
Keep going. Don't wait. I want more. Keep going. Keep going.
But Omar needs to continue with those leg kicks. I think they are taking good effect on Omar. Omar's still moving well, but they will certainly slow you down.
Sinan stepped inside the range of that spinning kick attempt. Omar continues to unload with the kicks. Nice counter again on the leg kick from Sinan, and round 3 next.
Here's some highlights from round 2. Again, another close round. I like the pressure that we're seeing by Sadek Sinan from Fubo Sports. Good against the clinch, good against the fence in the clinch. Tries this takedown. Nice switch by Omar. And a couple spinning attacks, some good shots landed by Omar. But the big moment's definitely Sadek Sinan.
With Just for Men's new one-day beard and brow color. Scan the QR code to learn more about this temporary gray fighter that stays put until you wash it out. Just for Men, the official beard color brand of the PFL.
Now, both these men are landing some great strikes, but that beautiful wheel kick there by Omar shows his creativity and his willingness to mix it up. Great stuff that round from Omar.
A masterful adjustment. A lot of times you see that you keep the leg straight and you land it out at the end. He hooked the leg because Sadek had crowded the range. I don't know how he figured it out as he was turning, but he did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of having that Taekwondo background. They're so good at those spinning attacks. And Sinan goes right back to pressuring his opponent.
This is the third and final round. Ali Omar has landed that shovel uppercut a couple times. He tries to go back to it. Oh, head kick glanced off the side of Sadek Sinan's head. Oh. Wiz Khalifa, you said you hope they will turn it up in the third round. In the early goings, they certainly have.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. They're doing exactly what they need to do. This is the second chance for them to really secure that contract. So, if one of them finishes this round, it's really, really likely that they're going to get some blows. So, I hope both of them fight hard, and they're getting a little bit tired. So stay in that pocket and we'll see what happens.
Aggression from both fighters here. Thank you, Wiz. Sadek Sinan moving forward. A little slip there from Ali Omar. Good level change.
Nice takedown.
Great timing on it, Kenny.
Yeah, definitely. He got it that time. Sinan fighting to get back to his feet here, posting his hand on the mat. Omar trying to take that away from him, but Sinan right back to his feet.
And Sadek Sinan, when they go chest to chest, he has been able to turn Omar's back to the cage the majority of the time. Randy Couture, it was a fast and furious first minute. Now they've settled into this pace. Who's got the advantage so far in round 3?
Boy, tough to call. Back and forth. Nice shot and follow through with Omar with the takedown. Here he's in on another shot right now. But he's not really damaging Sadek when he gets him down. So Sadek comes right back up. Hand fights, turns into him chest to chest. Literally a back and forth battle. I'm glad I'm not judging this.
Kayla Harrison, Randy brings up a great point, right? It's the takedown, but does the takedown matter if you don't turn it into something more significant with striking or a submission attempt?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I feel like it's so close right now. I love that Omar is starting to hide his takedowns with a punch. He's blinding Sadek. You saw it just happen right there. Oh, and he gets reversed. See, this might be, oh, wait, no, see, it's so back and forth. They're both doing such a great job of staying even.
Wow, what a call by Kayla Harrison. Almost to prove her point, he throws the right hand and then the takedown attempt. Ian, this one is really close.
Yeah, you know what? I had it 1-1 going to this round. I think Randy said it best. I don't want to be a judge of this one. It's going to come down to this last minute and 50. Who's got the cardio and who's got the punches? Because right now, Omar's going for the wrestling. Sadek is coming forward. It's anyone's fight right now.
A potential deciding final minute 40. Sadek Sanan, first fighter to wave the Burkina Faso flag inside a PFL cage. In the black trunks, Ali Omar trying to shovel with that uppercut again in the gray. Swinging big, and he missed. A 1-2 coming back from Sadek Sanan, who's now pacing forward with his hands at his waist.
Yeah, but he's still putting some stank on those punches as well. He's trying to get back at Omar for those shots. He was feeling them. Now he's really trying to take out Omar, but Omar very crafty on the feet.
I cannot impart, I don't think, successfully on people how difficult it is to be effective striking as you're moving backwards. But Omar has done that all fight long.
Yeah, he really has, especially when you have a guy like Sanan in front of you. Look at that, nice takedown. His base after he completes the takedown is where he's failing. Sanan just so strong with his base once he gets to the mat. It's why he gets back to his feet so well. But Omar just kind of finishing that last piece of that takedown, but his timing is right there. A little scramble for that single leg. Sanan able to get out of there. This has been a crazy pace, John.
Awesome pace. Two welterweights who know exactly what's at stake. 4 fights tonight, only 1 contract to give away. To be eligible for the contract, first, you got to win the fight. Sadek Sanan with a nice sprawl as Ali Omar tries to put a final point on this fight in the 3rd and final round. We will see the judges' scorecards in this one. I do not envy the judges their position in this opening bout of the evening. We'll have an official winner when we return on Fubo Sports.
And here we're going to take a look at the entire fight. And just how they started is how they finished. Excellent exchanges by both fighters. I liked the variety of strikes that we saw from both. Omar, as you can see, very, very kick-oriented with his strikes. He was getting in on the shots. He was changing levels, timing them well. But Sanan's takedown defense, Sanan sprawls, his ability to recover positions if his hips did hit the mat, definitely nullified a lot of Omar's attacks. All I can say is these guys are talented. It was a very close fight. I gave it to Sanan. I just think that he had bigger moments in each round, but definitely a very, very, very hard fight, difficult fight to judge. Again, difficult to judge when you're calling the fights also. Nice spinning attack there. Lands, foot on the face. But again, here you see Sadek Sanan catching kicks, getting him on the mat. And just, like I said, the constant pressure. He was in control of where the fight took place because he was constantly moving forward and putting Omar's back against the fence. There was a little slip, but he recovered well. Again, another shot. But again, excellent defense by Sanan, who was able to get up every time or reverse the position and end up in mount. Here's a defense where he ended up in mount. You see there, he traps the arm. He was looking to take the back. Other hook was out of position. And then here's another double leg takedown. That is reversed. Excellent defense.
Welcome back to PFL Challenger Series action on Fubo Sports. And don't forget, fight fans, you can watch the PFL and much more right here on Fubo. You get over 100 live channels of sports, shows, and all the extras for half the cost of cable. Watch 7 days for free. Sign up at FuboTV.com/PFL. That's FuboTV.com/PFL. There's the ready for more Air Force Reserve prep point. Denzel Freeman getting taped up, ready to go. Heavyweight bout to come between Denzel Freeman and Raiden Kovacs tonight.
All right, let's check out the Air Force Reserve post-fight stats. There were a lot of strikes thrown. You see the difference, though, for Ali Omar, 169 to 129 for Sinan. A lot of those arm strikes from Omar. Pretty even on the leg strikes. And let's check out the Celsius post-fight replays. Omar with the beautiful uppercut hook. Here's a nice entry on a takedown attempt, but it was Sinan that got on top.
Nice work here at catching a kick by Sadek. There's a spinning wheel kick to the side of the head by Omar. Catches the kick and follows through. Does some good ground and pound work here from the stack position. Landing a couple good shots from top position is Sinan. There's another big shot, follows through. Nice double leg by Omar. But Sinan not having any of them.
All right, Sean O'Connell is in the cage with the official decision.
After 3 rounds, we are going to the judges' scorecards. Judge Theodore Krangers scores the bout 29-28 Sadek. Judge Solomar Miranda scores 29-28 Omar. And Judge John Westerter scores it 30-27 for your winner by split decision, Ali Omar.
Ali Omar, successful in your PFL debut. Look, that was a very close fight. Were you confident when you heard the final bell you'd done enough to win it?
Oh, yeah. I felt like I landed better shots. I was honestly surprised how good his takedown defense was. Very impressive on his part, but I felt like I landed more effective strikes, and I felt like I landed just more volume in general.
Well, one of the comments from our celebrity panel throughout the fight was that your striking looked very effective, and you did choose to try those takedowns. He was able to sprawl, get on top a couple of times. Why mix in the takedown attempts when the striking was scoring?
That was part of my game plan. A lot of people don't think that I can wrestle, but I actually wrestled middle school and high school, and I wrestled back home in Iowa, and they have a great wrestling program, and I wrestled with a lot of good high-level athletes and college-level wrestlers.
Congratulations, Ali Omar, successful in his PFL debut. Kenny Florian, what is next?
Oh, we got some heavyweight action coming your way. There is Denzel Freeman. Comes from that Greco-Roman background. Excellent wrestler. Evilly taking on that man right there, making his pro debut, Raiden Kovacs. We will be right back after this.
Survive. An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen.
Unbelievable! This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
And once again, we are coming to you live from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. We have awarded 7 contracts thus far. As you can see, Thad Jean, Amanda Levy, the Brit, Abraham Babley, Elvin Espinoza, Jerdy Des Yanez, Brian Searcher, and Impa Kasanganay all have been added to the PFL roster this 2023 PFL Challenger Series. We want to thank you for tuning in. Coming up next, the second fight of this final night of Challenger Series action. Denzel Freeman squares off against Raiden Kovac. 3-round fight in the heavyweight division. These are big boys. As you can see here, making his pro debut, Raiden Kovac. Not an easy place to make your debut, but he's a guy that definitely has a confidence. Talking to him, he's definitely a guy that feels like he's done enough and he's ready to make the next step in his career.
Fighter, because one thing that the Marine Corps definitely instills is discipline. You might think you knew what discipline was, but Marine Corps gives you a different definition. It also teaches you how to do things for not just yourself, but for other people.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
They give me this opportunity to fight and wrestle. So, you know, I have to perform. I have to work even harder to prove to them that I definitely deserve this moment.
Again, here we are, Denzel Freeman, the Greco-Roman stylist, against the former football player Raiden Kovac, making his professional debut. He has a slight reach advantage, slight weight advantage, and a slight height advantage here tonight. Looking to make his professional debut and possibly win a contract to the PFL. Once again, we are live from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, for this, the final night of the 2023 PFL Challenger Series.
PFL Challenger Series second chance night on Fubo Sports. Fight fans, you can watch the PFL and more on Fubo. Get over 100 live channels of sports, shows, and extras for half the cost of cable. 7 days free. Sign up at FuboTV.com/PFL. That's FuboTV.com/PFL. Our second bout of the evening will take place in the heavyweight division. 3 5-minute rounds at 265 pounds, brought to you by Firehouse Subs. Raiden Kovac. He actually legally changed his name to Raiden. Here's what he had to say about that.
Now, everybody asks me, well, hey, you know, Raiden's pretty cool. Do you play like Mortal Kombat? At which point the answer is obviously yes. But I play Scorpion. I've never once touched Raiden. So if you're like, well, did you pick it because at least you like the video game character? No, the answer is no. I've never even touched him before. I'm a Scorpion main. I thought it sounded cool. That's it. It's purely like phonetic, aesthetical decision.
And Denzel Freeman is a first lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps. He credits the challengers there for making him who he is today.
I love being in the Marine Corps. Like, if you've ever been around a Marine, you will see that they love it, even though they probably have the worst experiences. The training sucks. The living situation sucks. Everything pretty much sucks. But the pride is great because only Marines know what they go through. Ooh, rah!
For our Puncher's Chance Fighter intros, we go to Terrence Ward.
Fight fans, we are back in the smart cage again for battle time. This bout is a heavyweight division bout. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He specializes in grappling and weighed in officially at 263.5 pounds. In 7 amateur bouts, he has a record of 5 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Frederick, Maryland, Raiden Kovac. Introducing to you next, fighting out of the red corner. He specializes in wrestling and weighed in officially at 260 1/2 pounds. In 3 professional bouts, he has a record of 3 victories, no defeats, with 2 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia, here is Denzel Luke Fox Freeman.
Our Tale of the Tape brought to you by Firehouse Subs. Denzel Freeman is 5 years older than Raiden Kovacs. Raiden is taller at 6'6". He weighed in 3 pounds heavier. He has the longer reach on both arms and legs. 2 big heavyweights. Josh Rutgers referees this heavyweight contest. Raiden Kovacs in the gray trunks. Denzel Freeman, southpaw stance in the black. Oh, big head kick! Denzel Freeman drops Raiden Kovacs early. The left hand's raining down. Raiden Kovacs appears to have his wits about him, at least temporarily, Kenny.
Oh, that was an absolutely beautiful high
do
kick.
It. Wow! Less than 30 seconds. Denzel Freeman.
Dang. That's some athleticism right there.
That is a big man. That is a 260-pound man moving, bouncing on the balls of his feet, throwing the high kick.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's so surprising. Greco-Roman wrestler kicking like that. My goodness.
Impressive work by Denzel Freeman. We'll talk to the winner when we return to Second Chance Night on Fubo Sports.
And of course, we get to watch this thing in its entirety. Here we are, Freeman feeling him out, very mobile, beautiful, beautiful kick to the face. And he's able to finish it with this ground and pound from inside his opponent's guard. Good ground and pound, very clean shots. You see the defense there. His opponent was looking to tie up an arm, but there was no opportunity. Excellent, excellent first round finish for Denzel Freeman. Is that enough to get the contract? I mean, I don't want to say yes, but I mean, for a wrestler, he looked mighty mobile. And obviously, as you can see with his celebration, very good kicks. Another look at that shot. Shin to the head. Timing was perfect. Range was perfect. And again, here's a look at the finish. The ground and pound, heavy shots from inside his opponent's guard. Here you can see defending the armbar with punches. There is no better way to defend a submission than with punches, if you ask me. And, you know, it was a pretty cool celebration, too. I think that gets you points with the judges. I hope so. Definitely style points with the capoeira kicks. Again, we've already awarded 7 contracts thus far. Thad Jean, Amanda Levy, Abraham Babley, Elvin Espinoza, Desiree Yanes, Brian Searcher, Impa Kasanganai. All are now members of our roster. Will it be Denzel Freeman with that TKO win in round 1 in this second fight of the night? I'm not sure, but he's definitely a guy I want to see back in the cage. Very entertaining fighter. Again, thank you for tuning in internationally. And also remember that our regular season action starts from Las Vegas to Nevada, April 1st, April 7th, April 14th. You can get your tickets now. Could we see Denzel Freeman enter a season? It is quite possible. We're going to hear from him soon.
Welcome back, PFL Challenger Series fight fans. There's a look at the Ready for More prep point brought to you by the United States Air Force Reserve. Jackie Cataline putting the final touches on some hand wraps. She'll be squaring off shortly in her 4th opportunity in the Challenger Series.
All right, let's take a look at the Air Force Reserve post-fight stats. It's all on Freeman's side here. Total strikes, 10 out of 11 landed, but really it was that high kick that made the biggest impact. 9 of 9 for ground strikes as well for Denzel Freeman. And let's check out those fight replays by Celsius here, brought to you by Celsius. You see that right hand, it was a little bit too low for my liking here for Raiden Kovacs, and went upstairs, went up and around that arm. That was a little bit too low. Here's that kick. Oh my goodness. And hearing it cage side was just unbelievable. Freeman showed just how mobile, how explosive, and how fast he is, landing huge shots with his ground and pound. Randy, how about that? That Greco-Roman wrestler with that high kick.
Wow. Yeah, he didn't learn that on the Greco mat. I can tell you that for sure. I think it was 10 years before I could kick like that.
Unbelievable. Just amazing power. Very, very accurate throughout. Oh, look at Wiz Khalifa. He liked that. How could you not? Wiz likes to get those kicks up nice and high, too. But, man, landing it against someone 6'6". And how about this? Randy, can you do that? I think I just pulled a hammy.
Yeah, I did too, watching.
Wow. My goodness. All right. Now let's throw it to Terrence Ward, who is in the cage with the official decision.
At just 27 seconds, referee Josh Rutgers calls a stop to this bout, declaring your winner by TKO, Denzel Luke Fox Freeman.
Wow.
Okay. All right, I had to wait a second to step in here to interview you because you're still kicking and punching and stuff. You're a dangerous man to stand next to.
They told me to do it.
Listen, we expected a man of your credentials in Greco-Roman. I said, all right, we're going to see some stuff Randy Couture likes. And then you come out, you got that bouncing stance. You go upstairs with the high kick. Was that the game plan all along to show the striking?
I don't know if I want to be honest or lie, but yeah. I mean, for anyone that I'm going to fight in the future, I just wrestle. That's it. I just wrestle. All right?
Let's look at the replay here. You drop him with the kick. He recovers fairly quickly, starts trying to sweep you, right, grabbing a hold of your leg, trying to extend you. The left hands come down and finish the job.
Yeah, that is. You know, he was trying to get a submission, which was smarter than him. But you know, when you get somebody down that fast, you can't rush it. Take your time and pick your shots, and then if things don't go your way, you know, you're more attentive to what's going to happen, and you can back out and reset if you need to.
All right, two-time PFL champion Kayla Harrison. Let's see how she thought of this head kick, the big drop.
Oh my God!
I don't know if she liked it or you scared her.
I was mad. He stole my game plan. I want to kick somebody in the head.
Of this performance, a quick one. Wiz, it only took 27 seconds, but what'd you take away from that 27 seconds?
That boy is smooth. That's what I took away from that. I seen it. I was like, man, he's bouncing on his toes like that. He's gonna kick him in his head. I love those high kicks. And I was like, what if he just finishes him? And he did it. It was amazing.
All right, Randy. I mean, I know you were hoping high-level Greco.
Yeah, well, that was very, very impressive. The athleticism was on display right from the start, setting up the kick. And just like you said, you stayed composed. You didn't rush it. You bided your time and picked your shots and made it happen.
Kayla Harrison, you know something about being undefeated early in your career and having all this potential. This guy moves to 4-0 as a pro. What do you think?
I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed. I think that I said I wanted to see technical and a one-sided fight, and you can't get more one-sided than that. So congratulations. Amazing job.
Undefeated mixed martial artist. Proud United States Marine. Yeah, because you finished so quickly, you get more time on the mic.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to dedicate this win to a mentor of mine, the late Anthony Rumble. He was a very pivotal moment in my career. You know, every fight, every win from now on is going towards him. And even though I ended with the kick, I'm still trying to grow the Greco-Roman presence in the USA. And if Liv Morgan is listening, I'm trying to take you out on a date, girl.
Wow. How about that? Hey, you get one more thing. Can we, from a Marine, can I get a new rock?
Fine. Let me. Ooh, rah!
Denzel Freeman, and one more time from Kayla Harrison. She's loud. I don't know if she's that loud.
Oh, my God!
Kenny, what's next?
Oh, we got a juicy one. There's Jackie Cataline trying to get it done for the 4th time here in the PFL Challenger Series. She'll be taking on the young phenom, Evelyn Martins, out of South Florida. That is coming up next after this.
This is the fight of their lives. 56 elite fighters battling 8 weeks for 8 life-changing contracts.
What a fight.
The pursuit of $1 million championship is still alive for you.
Who will survive? An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen.
Unbelievable! This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
Again, thank you for tuning in to this 2023 PFL Challenger Series Week 8, the second chance fights. And we just saw a future star in the heavyweight division and a guy who, with that victory, puts himself one step closer to possibly winning a contract tonight. Again, Thad Jean, Amanda Levy, Abraham Babley, Elvin Espinoza, Desiree Yanez, Brian Searcher, Impa Kasanganay have all won their contracts. And these guys are looking for the same opportunity tonight. Coming up next, we have a fight in the women's featherweight division. Jackie Cataline, who's making her 4th appearance to the PFL Challenger Series, squaring off against American top teams Evelyn Martins. Jackie Cataline is a very high-level wrestler who used that wrestling in her first fight and that submission grappling that first fight to get the win, to get the finish. Again, her second chance fight did not go as well last season. The last series, she lost it by decision. But again, she's back and she wins. But again, a very tough fight ahead of her tonight. American top teams. Evelyn Martins, who had a war against Jeslyn Michelle, another Challenger Series alum who was making her second attempt. And here is a look at the finish, that rear naked choke. She had it sunk in. She did not make weight that first week, which is why she did not win the contract. She is back, she made weight, and she is ready to make a statement in this women's featherweight division. Very, very competitive fight. Will it be Jackie Cataline or Evelyn Martins from Brazil? And again, Very, very even fight. Obviously, Evelyn Martin's younger, training and fighting out of American Top Team, very high-level gym. She's squaring off against the wrestler, Jackie Cataline. Again, we are coming to you live in this Week 8, the second chance for this PFL 2023 Challenger Series. We are 2 fights in. We have 2 fights left on the night.
Welcome back to Fubo Sports, where PFL Challenger Series second chance night is underway. Fight fans, you can watch the PFL and much more on Fubo. Get over 100 live channels of sports shows and extras for half the cost of cable. Watch 7 days free. Sign up at FuboTV.com/PFL. That's FuboTV.com/PFL. We move from the heavyweight action to the women's featherweights. Jackie Cataline out of the USA. Evelyn Martins trains here in the USA, but proudly representing our home country of Brazil. Brought to you by Just for Men, One Day Beard and Brow Color. Let's check in with Ian Parker. Our betting expert has an underdog play here, if I'm not mistaken. Ian?
You are not mistaken, Sean. Jackie Cataline at plus 325 makes literally no sense to me, and that's not to take away from Martins. She is a phenom. She is a fantastic, well-rounded fighter, but experienced. She's only 20 years old. Cataline has the wrestling, the seasoning. I just don't see these odds making sense to me. At plus 325, I have to take a shot at the seasoned veteran wrestler. Give me Jackie Cataline at plus 325.
Ian Parker likes those odds. There's Evelyn Martins. She won her first Challenger Series fight, but she missed weight. This time she says she's not going to let an opportunity go to waste.
The second chance means the whole world to me. You know, I can change so many things in my life in just a couple months, you know. I can be in the season, you know, can make some noise and make some history, you know. A 20-year-old girl fighting all these tough women out there, and I think it's something great, and I really want that to happen, you know.
And Kenny, as you know, this is second chance night, but for Jackie Cataline, it's actually her 4th Challenger Series fight. She's 2-1 so far. This time, she wants a contract.
Yeah, it's definitely the quad chance for me. My 4th time here. Obviously, I feel like I should have already gotten a contract. After 3, this will be my 3rd win. So I'm already predicting, yes, I'm gonna win. And honestly, it took me a while to make the decision on whether I was going to come back or not. So salty and kind of at a loss for words that I'm even still in this situation and not in the tournament, but I'm here.
For our Puncher's Chance fighter introductions, we go inside the cage to Terrence Ward.
Fight fans, these last 2 fights have been incredible, and this one is not going to be any different in the Smart Cage. This bout is for the women's featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, she specializes in striking and weighed in officially at 144 3/4 pounds. In 3 professional bouts, she has a record of 3 victories and 0 defeats, with 1 win by way of submission. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, here is Evelyn Espartana Martins.
There's Evelyn's mother. There's Evelyn herself.
Introducing to you next, fighting out of the red corner, she specializes in wrestling and weighed in officially at 144 1/2 pounds. In 4 professional bouts, she has a record of 3 victories and 1 defeat, with 1 win by way of knockout. Fighting out of Eastvale, California, here is the hybrid Jackie Cataline.
Here's our tail of the tape, brought to you by Just for Men, One Day Beard and Brow Color. You can see a big age difference here. Jackie Cataline is 14 years older than the 20-year-old Evelyn Martins. Martins is 2 inches taller, Both weighed in at 145 pounds. Both have a 66-inch reach on the arms. A 2-inch reach advantage favoring Evelyn Martins on the legs. Larry Folsom will oversee the action in this women's featherweight bout. 3 5-minute rounds possible. Touch of the gloves. Martins in the gray, Jackie Cataline in the black. Wears a big calf kick early.
Oh, nice 1-2 there by Cataline.
Jackie Cataline, decorated amateur wrestler, but she's been working on her striking. Her last bout, she got the TKO finish. And you saw that nasty combination early from the big underdog in this fight.
And Martins very smart to try to take away that lead leg of Cataline. That's going to take away a lot of the movement, going to take away a lot of Cataline's ability to push off the floor to be effective with takedowns. So Martins getting off to a pretty good start, but can't sleep on Cataline's hands either.
That's the third right hand that has landed for Jackie Cataline. She's throwing it right down the pipe, and it is finding its target on this young Brazilian.
Oh, no, these are brutal. And the problem with the calf kicks, it only takes 1 or 2 to really take great effect. So Cataline needs to do something about those calf kicks, like now.
And Martins needs to do something about wearing these right hands from Jackie Cataline.
Well, she was in an absolute war against Jessalyn Michelle just a few weeks ago, and she showed just how tough she is.
Kayla Harrison, we'll start with you because obviously these 145-pound women, potentially future opponents. Tell us what you're seeing, Kayla.
Yeah, I mean, I love that Evelyn's going to the calf kick, but I think she needs to mix it up and move her head, you know? Jackie's just teeing off on her right now.
And Randy, this is where we kind of expected well, now they separate, but Jackie Cataline has really rounded out the skill set.
Absolutely. She's showing her hands. She showed her hands in her last fight. She's showing again here tonight. Great combination. Lead left hook, followed by that 2. The calf kicks are definitely hurting and having an effect by Martins, but the punching is what's going on right now.
And Wiz Khalifa, I know you see these right hands landing for Jackie Cataline. What can Martins do?
Oh, man, just get her hands up, move her head, try to catch some angles, and get out of the way of that right hand. It's landing. She's getting it right where she wanted that, and it's landing.
Oh, it's the lead hook and then the right hand. Jackie Cataline making Martins come right back into the sight line of that right hand with the left hook, Kenny.
Yeah, that 3-2 combination for Cataline has been working great. There it is again, and Martins just doesn't have an answer for it.
Martins continues to score with the low kick, and you can see the redness on the lead leg of Jackie Cataline, but she does not appear to be all that bothered, zeroing in on those 2-punch combinations continuously in this first round.
Well, I think this is where we're seeing that inexperience a bit from Evelyn Martins, as she's kind of watching her work a little bit. She's not landing and getting out. She needs to be more sticking and moving here against a very powerful puncher. And Cataline, there's another combination from Cataline.
Overhand right from Cataline that time, starting to mix it up a little bit. That time it was Evelyn Martins who landed a straight right, then a left hook.
Oh my goodness, see that?
And that one hurt the lead leg of Jackie Cataline. Oh, Superman punch lands for the 20-year-old.
Now this is where Martins can start to take over. We saw her get off to a little bit of a slow start against Jessalyn Michelle, and then she just started cranking it up more and more and more. And those calf kicks are taking huge effect on Cataline. That's taking away her mobility.
And it does take away some power. Now she has to be a little bit more hesitant throwing the right hand. She's still doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything.
There's another one. Jackie Cataline with a desperation shot here. Martins stuffs that takedown attempt.
Yeah, Martins going to try to go to the back here. Cataline controlling those wrists, trying to follow her, trying to prevent that back take.
See, you can see the contusion on that left shin and calf area for Jackie Cataline. That left leg is in big trouble, Kenny.
Yeah, it sure is. She just let way too many of those calf kicks land. And everything we do, we need to be able to generate power off the floor. We do that with our legs and feet, and now one of her legs are gone. She's got to do something drastic as we get close to round 2.
Cataline still stomping down, and another right hand. A fascinating first round and a second frame next.
Here we are. Quick look at that first round again. Great 1-2 by Jackie Cataline.
Very good.
Again, the story of this first round is Evelyn Martins landing those calf kicks and affecting that lead leg of Jackie Cataline. As you can see here, she is compromised entering this second round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very devastating with those calf kicks in the first round, Evelyn Martins.
Sean O'Connell, Kenny Florian, and Kenny, the replays. Take a look.
Oh, my goodness. A lot of action here. There's that 3-2 combination from Cataline that dropped Martins. You can't forget about that. But these calf kicks, just nasty. You see Cataline feeling it so much that she's hopping on one leg there. She allowed Martins to land way too many of those. And really curious to see what her approach is going to be as we get into round 2. I'm not sure she has 2 working legs out there.
Jackie Cataline in the black, Evelyn Martins in the gray, and there's not a lot you could do in the corner to work on that swelling, that bruising, that pain.
Oh!
There's another lead kick, takes Cataline off her feet, and Evelyn Martins now to the back.
Yeah, I mean, it affects that peroneal nerve. You can't put any pressure on it. You feel like you got a dead ankle, dead foot. And Martins trying to take the back here against Cataline. Cataline defending well. She gets back to her feet.
Cataline showing so much toughness.
Oh my
here.
goodness.
Continuing with the 1-2s.
Tell you what, there's a lot of other professional mixed martial artists that would have been out of there a long time ago.
Martins,
look at this!
Trying to attack, and she's got to disguise the attack because Jackie Cataline knows it's coming. Now heavy on the head.
Like to see Cataline try to push her back, then drag her down to the front headlock.
Kayla Harrison, you told us during the weigh-in show that the women were going to steal the show tonight. So far, I think it's accurate.
I told you so. Oh my goodness, what is oh my, look at this. Oh, nice. Listen, if I were Jackie, I'd shoot a takedown right away. Her leg is so compromised. Evelyn's doing an amazing job right now at just taking it to her. This fight is amazing. I have nothing to say.
Randy, so impressive from both women. The toughness on display. I mean, Jackie Cataline is still landing combinations on one leg.
Absolutely, still letting the hands go. Like to see her get a little level change in there, at least keep the wrestling as a threat to make your hands more effective, but tough to beat that 3-2 combination. And those low kicks, man, they have taken their toll.
I'm really impressed with Martins, who has been a show stealer every time we've seen her. Only 20 years old, Sean. It's unreal.
An incredible story for the Martins family. They moved to the United States to allow Evelyn and her sister to pursue their martial arts dreams. Cataline, check that kick, but once your leg is this compromised, even checking it hurts.
Yeah, no question about it.
There's Evelyn's mom, aghast, looking at this fight. Back and forth we go. I mean, second round halfway gone.
That sums up how I feel. I think I have my hands over my face the whole time. It's unbelievable, the back and forth here between both of these extremely tough ladies. What a fight.
Martins trying to land. Jackie Cataline counter-striking, keeping her at bay. Preventing her, this is important, preventing her from uncorking those low kicks. Even when they land, they're landing above the knee at this point. And there's the shot attempt that Randy asked for.
Yeah, but she's just not able to really do it with the same explosiveness that we're used to seeing out of Cataline. Hard to do it on one leg, and she's just not able to get any mobility going after she shoots. And Martins is seeing those takedowns coming, seeing those level changes coming.
Now Martins switches to a southpaw stance temporarily. Cataline backs her up. The 3-2 from Cataline, still landing. Check hook there.
Yeah, nice jab there from Martins. Now she goes upstairs with a kick.
Ian Parker called for the live underdog here. Jackie Cataline started this fight landing all those punches. Now she's doing so on one leg. How do you feel about the pick?
You know what? I don't hate it. And, you know, right now for Jackie Cataline, she just got to throw caution to the wind, throw that right hand and that 3-2 and hope to land. She dropped her in this round again, so we know that she still has the power. I know everyone wants to see her wrestle. She can't. She has no power on that leg to even shoot a double or a single. She needs a knockout in order to get a win here.
Cataline offered that damaged left leg up for a high kick. Still trying to give Evelyn Martins different looks.
Now Cataline able to get into range a little bit better, but Martins still moving the exact same pace and speed she did to start this fight.
Another left hand lands for Cataline. The grittiness of this performance cannot be overstated.
Unreal.
Jackie Cataline on one leg for an entire round against an incredibly talented and young and hungry Evelyn Martins is still very much in this fight as we take a listen into the Bose Fighter corners.
The leg doesn't fucking matter. You understand? Let's numb it out. Leg doesn't matter. You're hesitant because of the leg and your hands are working, okay? She's hesitant because of your hands. Keep pressing. You gotta move forward. You gotta put 1-2 right down the middle. If you gotta react with the check hook, and then the 2. Right down the middle though. You gotta stop looping it, okay?
Ficar mais a sua mão lá dentro dela, tá bom, Anderson?
O chute na cabeça vai entrar, entendeu, Evan? Só presta atenção, fica um pouquinho mais para a esquerda dela para você poder chutar. Tem que jogar a mão primeiro, um pouquinho os seus ataques, entendeu? 1, 2 e 3, jab, chute embaixo, vamos alternando os ataques.
Kenny, what were you getting from the Portuguese in Evelyn Martins' corner?
Well, they wanted to throw more leg kicks. They wanted to go right back to that well, try to take Cataline out of the fight, but my goodness, if those first 30 didn't work, I'm not sure the next 30 will.
Sean O'Connell, Kenny Florian cage side in the cage. Jackie Cataline in the black, Evelyn Martins in the gray. Cataline's corner was calling for the 1-2 straight down the pipe, no more looping punches. And she has been able to score. That second round was still a tough one to try and judge. Sharp jabs here from Evelyn Martins, who certainly has the fresher legs, certainly still has the pop as she's bouncing around. Jackie Cataline does not give a what. Stepping hard on that lead leg.
Yeah, she is just so tough.
Wiz Khalifa, tell me what your advice would be to Jackie Cataline, who's fighting compromised.
Man, it's hard to move around with one leg, and it's difficult, man. I don't know. Just keep her at the end of that jab. The 1-2 is working real good, and you know, protect that leg.
Randy Couture, I don't know if Cataline can still wrestle on one leg, but she's accounting well for herself even in the stand-up.
Yeah, my point was at least level change and fake like she's going to shoot and then let those hands go. I think she's got to step in the pocket, stay inside that kicking range, and make this ugly at this point to win.
Kayla, you've trained with Evelyn Martins before. You've been on the end of some of these strikes.
Yeah, I have. Listen, she's a tough girl. I couldn't agree more with Randy. I think it's time for Jackie to get into the pocket and make it ugly. And Evelyn just needs to keep this pace. She needs to keep moving. You know, she's got great cardio. She can keep chipping away at the leg, but I'd like to see her kick another surprise head kick in there. I think that was good.
Martins has only, by my count, Kenny, gone back to the leg kick once so far, and there's maybe a second 2 minutes into this third round.
Well, she's mixing up her strikes well. You know, she doesn't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. I think she also is still respecting the power of Cataline here. But she's just busier. She's throwing more volume. She's throwing more variety. Cataline has kind of fallen into some patterns that Martins is fully aware of at this point.
Nice jab, moving backward that time from Evelyn Martins, who definitely has Cataline's timing down a little bit better here this far into the fight. More than halfway gone in the third and final round. The hook landed for Martins. Cataline was able to block the straight right.
Yeah, and when you have judges that are looking for effective striking, effective grappling, they're looking for something that is changing the course of this fight. They're looking for damaging blows. And there's no question, right, in the judge's mind that those calf kicks have been the story of this fight. Cataline is not moving in the same manner than when she started. So Martins has just been brutal with those calf kicks and doing a great job going upstairs as well.
Martins landed a right hand there at the end. All right. Let's hear from our celebrity panel again. Wiz Khalifa, your thoughts on this fight? We got 90 seconds left, so still a lot of action to come. But who's winning right now?
I see Martins winning. She's definitely more active, and her game plan, she stuck with it. She chewed that leg up. And there was a lot of opportunities. She took it to the ground, and you know, she could switch it up to make it a little bit more exciting, but if she's going to win, she wants to win, this is how she's going to do it.
Randy, Evelyn Martins said, I'm not going to let the opportunity get away from me a second time, but Cataline's still landing.
Cataline's still landing, and I think this really comes down to how the judges see the middle round. I see this round by Martins by a small margin. I think the first round went to Cataline. That second round is the one that determines this fight.
Kayla, do you agree with Randy?
My goodness. Yeah, I definitely agree with Randy. I think this has been an amazing fight. I told you the ladies were going to steal the show. I think Evelyn's done a really good job of being patient, being smart, and Jackie's just been compromised. So it's been a tough fight for her.
Ian Parker, is your dog still live?
You know what? She's landing some heavy shots, and I think we all speak for Randy's got it right. Round one, Cataline, 2 Martins, maybe. You know, that first part of it, she dropped her, so it's going to come down to this last round, I believe. This is a tough fight.
Martins lands. Cataline offers one back. Then the left hand from Martins. They'll swing away to the final bell. 3 rounds in the books. Some sportsmanship on display. An incredible fight in the featherweight division. And an official decision when we return to Challenger Series action on Fubo Sports.
Again, we're going to take some look at the action in this fight. Jackie Cataline was on point with the 1-2 all 3 rounds, but the story of this fight were the calf kicks. Starting in round 1, you saw the Brazilian American top team prodigy landing those calf kicks, taking that front leg away from Jackie Cataline, taking that shot away from Jackie Cataline, effectively nullifying her wrestling attacks, and opening up just a variety of strikes where Martins was able to land. Jackie Cataline showed a ton of heart, a ton of technique and durability, but ultimately that calf kick took her mobility completely away, which nullified her wrestling and gave a lot of opportunities for Evelyn Martins to win round after round. I have her up 3-0, 30-27. Once again, I am not a judge, but I don't see how you can give any of those rounds to Jackie Cataline, who is, you know, obviously compromised even after the first round with that lead leg. And once again, the calf kick, the story of this fight. And that was a beautiful calf kick. Will that be enough to get the win and possibly the contract? We shall see. Great combinations landed by both ladies. Again, I think Evelyn Martins needs to work a little bit on her head movement, getting her head off that center line when she's boxing, in boxing range, but very effective with her combinations and good range and timing. Definitely showing skills above her young 20 years of age. Excellent fight IQ, good technique. Let's hear what the judges have to say.
Take down stray grays and beef up patchy areas with Just for Men's new one-day beard and brow color. Scan to learn more about this temporary gray fighter that stays put till you wash it out. Just for Men, the official beard color brand of the PFL and Kenny Florian. The PFL regular season debuts Saturday, April 1st at 10 Eastern on ESPN. ESPN and all your favorite sports, news, and entertainment channels are available on Fubo. Sign up now and get 7 days free at FuboTV.com/PFL. That's FuboTV.com/PFL.
All right, let's check out the Air Force Reserve post-fight stats. You see 157 total strikes thrown for Jackie Cataline, but that was outdone by 192 strikes by Evelyn Martins. Just an unbelievable fight. 60 leg strikes, though, I think the story there for Evelyn Martins. Let's go to the Celsius post-fight replays. It's just so much action to talk about here. You see those calf kicks early from Martins. There's another one that put Cataline to her knees. There's a beautiful combination there from Cataline. Heavy shots with her boxing. Nice return there from Martins. Just back and forth there on the feet. There's a nice exchange from both ladies going at it. Both ladies showing a lot of respect. There's Evelyn Martins' mom. Unbelievable. All right, Terrence Ward is in the cage with the official decision.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28. For your winner by unanimous decision, Evelyn Espartana Martins.
Evelyn Martins, incredible fight, gritty performance. Tell me what you think of Jackie Cataline after that fight.
She's tough, a great wrestler. I knew this was going to happen, the fight. That's how I did in my training camp. I knew it was going to be a tough first round. But you see in the second, she kind of slowed down, kept moving. Nothing to go crazy, just kept my mind set up that I need to do what I need to do, and then kept moving around, kicking her, doing my strategy. And yeah, it was a great fight. I knew I would have won this.
Congratulations, PFL Challenger Series victory again for Evelyn Martins. Kenny, what do you got?
Oh, man, it's going to be tough to outdo that one, but these guys are going to try. Kenley St. Louis, we saw him earlier at 170 pounds. Palalaya, we saw him earlier at 155 pounds. 2 very talented lightweights about to go at it. Don't go anywhere.
This is the fight of their lives. 56 elite fighters battling 8 weeks for 8 life-changing contracts.
What a fight.
The pursuit of $1 million championship is still alive for you.
Who will survive? An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen. Unbelievable.
This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
And again, we are coming to you live from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida for this Week 8, the second chance fights in the PFL 2023 Challenger Series. An excellent fight we just saw. Jackie Cataline, Evelyn Martins. Martins takes it with a unanimous decision. And honestly, those calf kicks were the story of the night. We've already awarded 7 contracts. Thad Jean, Amanda Levy, Abraham Babley, Alvin Espinoza, Desiree Yanez, Brian Searcher, Impa Kasanganay have all been awarded PFL contracts and are part of our roster officially. Coming up next, 2 gentlemen that we saw before in this series. Kenley St. Louis, who fought last time at 170 pounds and didn't make weight tonight, but he's squaring off against Paulo Laia, and very inspirational fighter from Brazil. And here's a look at Kenley St. Louis in his fight at welterweight in week 1 of the PFL 2023 Challenger Series. And here you see him. He took this fight on 1 day's notice. He was here working a corner, helping a teammate cut weight. That Gene specifically gets the rear naked choke in the first finish of that night. And tonight he's back at 155 pounds, the division where he normally fights at. And he's squaring off against this Brazilian cat, Paulo Laia. A truly inspirational fighter with a heart of a lion. The Brazilian Gumby, as we started calling him after this fight. He was squaring off against fellow Brazilian Manuel Souza. And these guys had a war. It was back and forth. It was submission attempt, escape. Just an extremely, extremely close fight with this inspirational Brazilian fighter. Again, Paulo Laia, 6'1", 156 pounds, reach advantage both in the arms and the legs. Kenley St. Louis, who was 1 pound over and did not make weight for this lightweight affair.
Remember, you the fans have a say. Participate in the Bud Light fan vote at the end of the night, and you can help determine who wins a PFL contract. Later tonight, you'll go to pflmma.com/vote and cast your vote on who you think should win a PFL contract. Only one fighter has ever gone from the PFL Challenger Series to a contract and a championship appearance. And it's that guy, Delano Taylor, 2022 PFL welterweight runner-up, joining us for this fight. You're gonna watch this fight, call this fight with us, Delano?
Yes, sir. Actually, one of my OG teammates, Kenley St. Louis, is the guy who's fighting, actually.
All right. Kenley St. Louis, by the way, his first time out in the Challenger Series, he fought at welterweight. Now he's back down to lightweight, his more natural weight class. This fight brought to you by Celsius. Our final bout of the evening at lightweight, Kenley St. Louis and Paulo Laia. Paulo Laia became the first deaf fighter to compete for the PFL. His is an incredible story of perseverance, and now he's back for one more shot. And there's Kenley St. Louis. He was a finalist in week 1 at our welterweight fights. So close to a contract. Now, he's back for a shot at his normal weight class, lightweight.
Second chance at this contract means the world to me. I've pretty much worked and trained for the last 10 years, put in late nights, early morning, training twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. I can't wait to display it and show the world all I got.
For our Puncher's Chance Fighter intros, one more time to Terrence Ward.
Fight fans, it is that time. It is time for our main event. This fight is in the lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He specializes in jiu-jitsu and weighed in at officially 156 pounds. In 20 professional bouts, he has a record of 14 victories and 6 defeats with 6 wins by way of submission, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Paulo Laia. And introducing to you next, fighting out of the red corner. He specializes in MMA and weighed in officially at 156 3/4 pounds. In 12 professional bouts, he has a record of 8 victories and 4 defeats, with 3 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, here is Kenley the Highlander St. Louis.
Tail of the tape for this main event brought to you by Celsius. Live fit. Kenley St. Louis is 1 year older than Paulo Laya. Laya is the taller fighter at 6'1". He's listed at 6'1". I swear he's taller than that, Kenny Florian. Kenley St. Louis did weigh in beyond the lightweight limit. He's at 157 pounds. Reach advantage, no surprise, favoring the taller fighter in Paulo Laya. Josh Rutgers will oversee the action in our final bout of the evening. Laya in the gray, Kenley St. Louis in the black. Body kick from Laya to open the action.
Yeah, interesting to see Laya just get right in front of Kenley in the pocket. Surprised to not see him look for long-range strikes. There he goes for a little question mark kick. Almost went upstairs there. St. Louis was onto it, though.
3-piece there from St. Louis. The third one did land. Paulo Laya now trying to stay a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a much better range for him. Also, nice takedown there by St. Louis, but Laya right back to his feet.
St. Louis caught the kick, had Laya on his back very temporarily, and now Paulo Laya trying to get those legs spread. As Kenley St. Louis fights for this takedown.
Yeah, St. Louis looking for his opportunity on the cage to get that double, and he does. Nice head control there by St. Louis, but he's in half guard. See if Laya can do something offensively here. He's trying to get a sweep, but he got the cage in the way.
He does have the underhook that he needs, but right now, flat on his back, Paulo Laya is going to have to get to his left hip if he wants to make anything happen here.
Yeah, St. Louis has that near side underhook. It'll be very difficult to move with that. Yeah, you see that near side underhook, that's controlling now. You see Laya able to get that underhook. That's going to allow him to take away the control of the shoulders. Now he's controlling the wrists. St. Louis has a very good head position.
Interesting strategy here by Kenley St. Louis, Kenny, because the last time we saw Paulo Laya in here, he was put in about every submission attempt you could imagine. Didn't tap to any of them.
Yeah, it was unbelievable seeing his grit and his flexibility in his joints to escape a lot of very difficult submission positions.
Laya puts his hand down and his knee to make himself a grounded fighter, looking for a Kimura grip here. Randy Couture, St. Louis hanging heavy on the leg, getting to work with the left hand.
St. Louis doing a great job of dictating where this fight is going to happen. I think he did that just as Laya was figuring out that range and getting a little longer and using those long-range weapons. Going to see the adjustments in the second round. They're going to be interesting.
Kayla, what do you want to see St. Louis do from these positions?
Yeah, I mean, I think if he gets him down to the ground again, he's got to open up a little bit on the ground and pound. But he's doing a great job controlling the fight, being smart, picking his shots. It's just, if you want to win this contract, you got to be a little more deadly on the ground.
Oh.
Whoa!
Flying knee attempt there with a little switch from Paulo Laya. With Paulo Laya, long-limbed striker. Some little birds tell me that this is exactly how you fight and spar when you're in the gym. What do you want to see the Brazilian do?
I'm liking how calm he's staying. He's not giving up too many opportunities. St. Louis is really strong and really technical, so he's bringing it to him on the ground, but Laya's holding his own with the stand-up. So it's good to see these guys go back and forth and show both of their strengths out there.
And now a takedown from Paulo Laya, who looks to work to the back of Kenley St. Louis. St. Louis trying to roll out of it. Delano Taylor, what are you seeing from these two lightweights?
Man, these boys are going at it. Very back and forth. It seems like St. Louis is putting a lot of pressure going forward. I feel like he just needs a little bit more to try to stamp it, get his finish. Laya's doing a really good job fighting though, and trying to counter. I think if Kenley puts his foot on the pedal, he'll have it.
Couple of right hands come down from the top. Kenley St. Louis once again in half guard here.
Yeah, this is where he needs to just kind of keep that pressure going from this top position. Both threaten with the pass into side control or into mount, and keep that pressure going with that ground and pound. Nice job by Lai getting that left underhook. Now he's able to move St. Louis a lot more and get back to his feet. Nice scramble, St. Louis trying to get the back.
Paulo Laia back to his feet for potentially the final 20 seconds of this first round.
10 seconds, Kenley.
There's the clapper. Final few seconds here. Kenley St. Louis pressing Paulo Laia to the barrier. Round 2 when we return on Fubo Sports.
Some look at the action from round 1. Kenley St. Louis with a 3-piece there, gets the takedown, pushes Laia against the fence, and then gets another takedown. Laia gets an escape. Again, I think Laia here is recovering well from these wrestling attacks of St. Louis, but he definitely needs to focus on getting that underhook on the same side as he's trapped the leg.
Corner of Kenley St. Louis.
Okay. Right there. You ducked too much. Okay. So you gotta stay composed. You're doing great. Perfect. Remember, when you get to the half guard, get the underhook. You work on the underhook. Punch, go back with the underhook with the right hand.
Paulo Laia there in the gray trunks. Kenley St. Louis, red corner in the black. Arena tells us round 2 set to begin. Referee gets him started for a second frame. Aggression here from Kenley St. Louis, trying to close that distance. Big knee to the body, but now Kenley unloading. Paulo Laia wore a few of those.
Yeah, nasty combination there by Kenley St. Louis, especially that right hand landed very heavy on Laia, certainly rocked him there. Laia now looking for a hip switch, trying to get back to his feet or reverse, and almost gets it. He's trying to chase the back here. Now in on a single.
Nice counter wrestling here by Paulo Laia.
Those tall, lanky guys can be difficult to control.
Well, as you see the fight winners down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, it brings to mind the idea that this fight has been interesting so far, but man, only one person gets a contract after what we saw from Ali Omar, the versatility in his game, Denzel Freeman with the first round high kick.
Yep.
And then Evelyn Martins and Jackie Cataline just went at it. So a lot of pressure on these main event fighters.
Yeah, no question about it. Look at this. Laia now has both hooks. Now has that body triangle. That's going to help him control Kenley St. Louis down there. See if he turns this either to a mount or maybe a rear naked choke attempt.
Well, St. Louis just flips over inside that figure 4.
Yeah, he let Kenley's hip beat that leg position there on the body triangle. Kenley's just been a little bit more consistent with his positioning. Laia has done a good job scrambling, but hasn't really been able to solidify a whole lot once he gets to the ground. I think that's been the difference.
All right, Wiz Khalifa, what do you like from Kenley St. Louis? In control on top.
In control, you know, keeping it the pace that he wants. If he wants to get a contract, we want to see it finished. But, you know, Laia's pretty tall and dominant on the feet. So, you know, he's taking it to where he's comfortable. But I would like to see him get a little bit busier on the ground. And, you know, Laia's doing what he can defending. So we're just seeing, you know, pretty much what we seen last round. Hopefully they'll switch it up and we'll see a tempo change.
Delano Taylor, you said you want to see Kenley St. Louis put his foot on the gas pedal here. Is this a position where he can get a finish?
Oh, this is most definitely a position you get a finish. He's outworking this guy right now. He's dominating right now. But like Wiz said, we want to see a finish in order for him to get the contract. It's kind of hard to compete with Denzel.
Randy, it's not a rule that you got to get a finish in order to earn a contract, but we've seen some incredible technique tonight. We've seen some incredible action tonight. What does Kenley St. Louis need to do here to make these strikes more meaningful?
Well, I think Kenley's doing a great job. The problem he has is if he postures up to make more meaningful strikes there, this guy's so wily and so hard to hold down, he's going to find a way to weasel out, and you're going to have to go back to work, putting him in that bottom position. That 6-7 punch flurry from his feet was really amazing, and he stifled that by a takedown. I'm not sure why he didn't just stay in the pocket and keep ripping those shots.
Kayla Harrison, the queen of ground and pound. How do you coach Kenley St. Louis through this?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got to be, he can't be afraid to posture here. I see what Randy's talking about. You know, Leia does a really good job of getting back to the under. Oh, well, might be a choke here, though. He had a wrist right earlier in the fight, and when you have such a dominant position like that, that's when you've got to unload those punches. When you've got two hands on one, unload, 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 go back to wrist right. Unload, 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 go back to wrist right.
Paulo Laia scrambling back to his feet here. No quit in the Brazilian. Was trying to get his hips out of the grasp of Kenley St. Louis.
Yeah, what was interesting is Kenley said that, you know, Laia makes a lot of mistakes on the ground, that he wouldn't let him get out of a lot of these positions. He's finding out that it's not so easy. Laia is a good scrambler, tall, lanky, knows how to weasel out of a lot of these positions like Randy said, and he's working on a rear naked choke, but he's not underneath the chin. Just 10 seconds to go. He's not going to be able to get a finish here.
But Kenley St. Louis will finish this fight in this round in a dominant position. We'll see the third round on Fubo Sports when we return to Challenger Series action.
We're going to take a look at some action from round 2. Kenley St. Louis putting on the pressure, landing the big shots, and ultimately getting the fight on the mat. Here we see some defense by Laia, who tries to take the back of Kenley St. Louis, gets the back, but was not able to control it with that body triangle.
Fight fans, watch PFL and more on Fubo. Get over 100 live channels of sports, shows, and all the extras for half the cost of cable. Watch 7 days free. Sign up at FuboTV.com/PFL. That's FuboTV.com/PFL. Marina says round 3 ahead. Paulo Laia in the gray trunks. Second chance opportunity for him all the way from Brazil. Kenley St. Louis right there in the black trunks. He was victorious in his last outing, was one of the finalists, didn't quite earn the contract. We'll see what he can make happen here in the third round. Laia goes to work on the body.
Nice long jab there by Laia. Now doing a much better job of establishing his range.
Earlier in the fight, Kenley St. Louis caught one of those front kicks from Laia and dumped him to his back. Oh, good right hand there from Paulo Laia. Kenley St. Louis punches his way through it.
Yeah, Kenley has to do more feints to try to get his way on the inside.
Time. Corner man, the tape. Cut that tape for me.
A little loose tape here on the glove of Kenley St. Louis. Josh Rutgers will get that cut off quickly.
Good job, appreciate you. You ready? Ready? Fight!
On the restart, a touch of the gloves. All right, Delano Taylor, I think Paulo Laia probably finds himself down 2 rounds on the scorecards. What does he need to do with that long range to try and get a finish?
I think Paulo needs to keep the fight standing for as long as possible. I think he needs to use his range and actually start pressuring Kenley instead of backing up as much. I think he'll have a better chance of finding a finish that way.
Kenley St. Louis, elevation and domination, puts Paulo Laia down on his back one more time here. Steps from side control into the half guard. Kenny, do you like that?
Yeah, that was a nice lift, nice high amplitude takedown there, showing dominance. St. Louis in a good position in half guard. See if he stays busy with his ground and pound, though. Laia certainly is.
All right, Wiz, you were calling for a finish as Kenley St. Louis tries to snake an arm around the neck of Paulo Laia. You confident we're going to see one?
Yeah, it's been a really good fight, man. Both of these dudes have been real sharp and good at what they do. St. Louis is looking real strong and dominant, and he's just waiting for him to make a mistake, whether it's on the ground, and his stand-up starting to look a little bit better too. And Laia's hanging in there, he's holding on, he's doing what he can. If he could mix it up a little bit more or catch him slipping, you know what I'm saying, it could go either way. So I'm excited to see how this thing finishes out.
Kayla Harrison, what is the right risk for Kenley St. Louis to take here to earn a finish?
I mean, I think he's just got to win the battle of the underhooks first. I wouldn't be against him going all the way back into the guard and just raining down some heavy blows. He's got half a round left. He's already won the first 2 rounds pretty clearly, so, you know, rain him down.
Randy, what do you think?
Well, I think St. Louis has done a great job of dictating where this fight happens. He's doing a great job from that half guard, using that bottom length Turk and that anchor to secure a guy that's very wily and very hard to hang on to. He's in the driver's seat. I'm not sure we're going to see it finish tonight, but I've got St. Louis winning this fight all 3 rounds so far.
Ian Parker, remind me how you bet this fight.
I took over 1.5, so we already hit that. I still think Laia could be a live dog if this fight gets standing up. For Kenley St. Louis, if he wants a contract, I know, Sean, you did mention you don't have to get a finish, but when Freeman fought the way he did and Evelyn Martins fought the way she did, he needs a finish. He needs to posture up and rain down punches.
It's a great point for me and Parker. It's not just about beating your opponent. It's about impressing our celebrity panel, impressing the fans at home who will participate in the Bud Light fan vote a little bit later. Only one contract to give away. All 4 winners tonight are eligible. 3 are going to go home displeased.
Laia doing his best to stay busy off of his back, but positionally, Kenley St. Louis has been a step ahead.
And remember, Kenley St. Louis, first time out in the Challenger Series on very short notice, took a bout at welterweight and won that fight against Nick Alley. Said, I want to go down to my more natural weight class, 155 pounds. Didn't make weight quite, but this impressive performance lets you know that he's very comfortable as a lightweight. Nice right hand from the top.
That was a big right hand. Just missed with that left hand. Laia has an unbelievable chin, as we found out in his last fight. St. Louis looked like he was going to transition into mount, doing little shoulder strikes there. These are more chipping shots. He's choosing to have more control with his ground and pound. Now he's starting to posture up a little bit, but you see, as soon as he gives that space, it allows Laia to scramble just like that.
Laia will flail his legs in one final attempt to turn the tide in this fight. We hear the final bell. This one will go to the judges' scorecards, and we'll have an official decision when we return on Fubo Sports.
And here are highlights from the fight. Good exchanges in that 3rd round by Laia. But ultimately, whenever the fight hits the mat, Kenley St. Louis's control from the top, his ability to basically kill any attempt of Laia of getting an underhook and getting an escape started. I think I have him up 3 rounds to none with just that. Like I said, once the fight hits the mat, Laia is able to recover at least a half guard, but he's never, ever able to get an underhook on the same side. Excellent study by St. Louis and his team. controlling from that top half mount position, landing big shots. Once again, we've already awarded 7 contracts thus far. St. Louis's teammate Thad Jean standing in front of me here tonight. Week 1, Amanda Levy, Abraham Babley, Elvin Espinoza, Desiree Yanez, Brian Searcher, Impa Kasanganay have all won their contracts and have been added to the PFL roster.
All right, let's check out the Air Force Reserve post-fight stats. 193 total strikes thrown for Kenley St. Louis, 118 for Paulo Laya. See, as far as the ground strikes, big disparity there. 111 thrown, 71 landed for St. Louis, 37 landed for Laya, 45 thrown. And we have Terrence Ward, who was in the cage with the official decision. Terrence.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the bout 30-27. For your winner by unanimous decision, Kenley St. Louis.
Kenley St. Louis, winner by unanimous decision, 2-0 inside a PFL cage. So he's one of 4 winners tonight. Only 1 contract to give away. Here come the other winners. They'll take their place beside Kenley St. Louis. And in 60 seconds, we'll narrow 4 winners down to 2 finalists. 1 contract still to give away on Fubo Sports.
Deck. There's a spinning wheel kick.
Here's some highlights from tonight. Ali Omar with the first win, pulling it off, getting the victory. And of course, how can we forget Denzel Freeman with that highlight. Not only knockout, technical knockout, but also with a highlight celebration. Evelyn Martins dominating with the calf kicks and the kickboxing and movement over a very, very durable Jackie Cataline. And lastly, Kenley St. Louis getting the unanimous decision victory over a very, very, very tough Brazilian in Pedro Laya.
Welcome back, PFL Challenger Series fight fans. 4 winners inside the cage tonight. We'll narrow it down to 2 finalists, but first, a word from Ray Seffo, President of Fighter Operations here in the PFL.
Hey, congratulations, guys. You got the win tonight. As you know, there's 1 contract. This is your second chance, so good luck. Let's go.
All right, fighters, we're going to narrow 4 winners down to 2 finalists. And now's the time to narrow down to 2. When I call your name, please step forward. Denzel Freeman, please step forward. And Evelyn Martins, please step forward. Those are your 2 finalists, which means now is time for the Bud Light fan vote, where you, the fans, have a say in who wins a PFL contract. Go to pflmma.com/vote to cast your vote right now, or scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Just hold up your phone, scan that QR code, and vote now on who you think should win the PFL contract. To help jog your memory on who you should be voting for, we'll take a look at the highlights from these 2 finalists, presented by Redcon One. First up, Denzel Freeman. It only took 27 seconds. First the high kick, left hands from the top. The ground and pound finishes it, and the celebration drives the point home. Denzel Freeman, impressive in his PFL debut. And now the Evelyn Martins highlights, presented by Redcon 1. It was the low kicks, the calf kicks from the young Brazilian that took away the base of Jackie Cataline, took the power off Cataline's punches. A back and forth battle at women's featherweight, and a unanimous decision victory for Evelyn Martins. There it is. Scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner. Cast your vote. Who should win a PFL contract? The Bud Light fan vote lets you help us decide. A contract handed out next on Fubo Sports.
This is the fight of their lives. 56 elite fighters battling 8 weeks for 8 life-changing contracts.
What a fight.
The pursuit of $1 million championship is still alive for you.
Who will survive? An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen. Unbelievable!
This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
Again, we are live. Here's some highlights from the series. Week 1, Bad Gene putting in the work. A very, very hard-fought fight that earned him the contract. He's standing here in front of me right now, a very happy man, an official member of the PFL 2023 roster, winning the first contract of this Challenger Series. Week 2 was the debut of the women's featherweights, and here you see the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion Amanda Levy putting her striking skills on display, getting Week 2's contract. Week 3 was the heavyweights. And here is the Brit, Abraham Babley, with a first round ground and pound TKO victory. And that was all he needed to win that heavyweight contract in his spot on the PFL roster. And here, Elvin Espinoza getting it done on this. The second time we saw him in the PFL cage with this rear naked choke. That was enough to secure his spot on our roster, winning that contract Week 4. Week 5 was the debut of the women's flyweight division, and Dirty Des Yanez with the pressure, with the striking, showed a really, really complete game, getting the win, earning the contract. As you can see, they're very emotional. She said her entire life was changed in that moment. And here we see the Mexican Brian Searcher unloading, getting his contract in this beautiful, beautiful use of wrestling to jiu-jitsu, secures a rear naked choke. And there you see him. That was 2 weeks ago. And then last week, Kasanganay getting his contract in the light heavyweight division, showing that power, showing that speed. Who will it be tonight? Will it be Denzel Freeman or the ATT phenom Evelyn Martins? Again, we are live from Orlando, Florida. Universal Studios, our home for the Challenger Series.
Welcome back once again, PFL Challenger Series fans. 2 finalists, 1 contract to give away. Kenny Florian with our celebrity panel.
Sean, thank you very much. Wiz, I want to start with you. What were some of the highlights for these 2 finalists?
Oh man, both had amazing fights. Marcin did a great job of, executing the strategy and taking something that looked like it was going to go one way and making it go her way. And Freeman just showed his athleticism, his skill, fight knowledge, and it was really, really exciting, that knockout. So I was really, really happy to see and happy that you guys made it this far.
Randy, what about you?
Very impressive performance by both. Obviously, we saw the athleticism and the quick TKO by Denzel. Marcin did an amazing job of executing her plan to a T and making it work for her. We get to see the full 3 rounds. Very impressive with both athletes.
And Kayla.
Yeah, I mean, both fighters did an amazing job. Obviously, Evelyn went out there and instilled her will slowly but surely. And to see Freeman just go out there and bang, head kick, dead, I think, a dominant performance.
All right, and Randy, we need a decision from the celebrity judges. What do we got?
We got a unanimous decision from the celebrity panel with Denzel Freeman getting the nod.
Sean, there you go.
Okay, all right. So Denzel Freeman gets the vote from the celebrity panel, but the fans also have an opportunity to weigh in via the Bud Light fan vote. I'm being told this is one of the closest votes we have ever had. 51% of the votes go to Denzel Freeman. Denzel Freeman, undefeated as a heavyweight, and now officially a member of the PFL roster, earning his contract on Second Chance night. Denzel Freeman, real quick, PFL heavyweight Denzel Freeman. How does that sound to you?
Sounds nice, Let me see. Denzel Freeman, the premier PFL heavyweight. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds
well,
good.
premier, that's something there's some tough guys in this PFL heavyweight division, but chasing $1 million championship, how do you think you fit in?
Like I said in my interviews, I'm where I'm supposed to be, so, hey, I fit in perfectly. The last puzzle piece, baby. What you mean?
We'll see how it all plays out, but Denzel Freeman is now a PFL heavyweight. That is it for our Challenger Series in 2023. Next week, the PFL is back with Best of Challenger Series episode at 10 Eastern, right here on Fubo Sports. We're in Europe, and then the regular season starts. Make sure you join us for all of it. For all of us here at the PFL, we will see you soon.